Hello guys, how are you? Today we are going to practice the Drukpa Kargyud preliminary practice Ngondro. This one is middle one. We have elaborate one and a short one. This text was written by the 8th Jalwang Drukpa Kunsi Chuginawa. So let's start the practice. Before you start the prayer, one must breathe in and out, in and out, in and out 3 times to cleanse your breath. Okay, like first one in, all the good energies let in, and then when you breathe out like this, all the bad energies let go out. Okay, now we will begin the prayer. Begins here. Manjuro namge dada nyambe simjen tamje kurwa dunge ge njazo le ndelde namba tamje kemba sunju kyabda dorje chan chembe goban la ngobaraja te chedo nge dun chaja chembe ngomrenge chue samo nyamso lembaraji wo. So this one is to cultivate the good motivation or enlightened motivation. As the sentence begins here, all sentient beings, my mothers, whose boundlessness equals that all of space, I must liberate them from samsara, the ocean of suffering, and establish them in the state of omniscient and union one, Dorje Chang or Dorje Chang Chembo, the Vajradhara, the omnipresent. In order to do this, I shall practice the profound Dharma of sequential of meditations of the ultimate reality, the Mahamudra. So this one is really the beginning of the Mahamudra practice. Now we have Nga Chilap, blessing of speech or consecration of speech. Ranye yeda larze jeye de ale da de agara barave dune ye goro omda yang yegar Tejab selje so yungoro mara tejaba tendele nyingbo yungoro ngo tele de zazon jozomange chenlawa langa vezera nambara de laria vede dubarin zenda tanzon dendo namje nga nedo yigdu surde jala dimbara jor. In English, I visualize myself as divine Idam. On my tongue appears a syllable which transforms into the moon disk. Upon this is blazing white A. Around it, rotating clockwise, Om and the vowels in white color. Around this, the consonants and Soha in red color, rotating anti-clockwise. Around that, the third circle, we have the mantras of the essence of interdependence in blue, rotating clockwise. From all these 3 mantras or circle of mantras shine out lights, then return to 3 roots: Lama, deity, Daka and Dakinis, Dhamma protectors. These are 3 roots, and 3 jewels, Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. And reaching out to them, from there it comes back and we receive in the form of deities, mantras and beam of lights coming back to our tongue, and again light beams stretching out to us bring back the magical power of speech from the accomplished Vidyadharas and sages of the true words, the Rishi Munis or the sadhus, and all those speech blessings are coming to our tongue in the form of seed syllables which melt into my tongue. So all these mantras which we have recited melts on our tongue with a white, red and blue color on our tongue, as if the water sink into the sandy surface. And this one is the mantra, so we have to visualize it actually. Om a a I I o o re re le le I o ao ang a. Consonant ka 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 ga nga cha 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 ja nya ta 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 da na ta 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 da na ba 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 ma ya ra la wa sha kha sa ha cha so ha. This is consonant, and the interdependent origination mantra. Omo ye dharma hetu prabhao hedyon te deshan tada gato haya vadada haya vadada deshan jayo nirudayo vadima sharma na so ha. So you have to repeat it 3 times in order to fully blessed by the mantras and other blessings. Once again I will repeat two times more. Om a a I I o o re re le le e I o o ang a ka ka ga ga nga ja 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 nya ta 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 da na ta 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 da na ba 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 ma ya ra la wa sha ka za ha ja so wa om ye dharma he do prabhava he de shan ta ta ga to haya wa da da de shan ja yo nironda ye wa wa di ma sha ma na ye so ha. Om a a I I o o re re le le e I o ao ang a ga 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 nga ja 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 nya da 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 na ta 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 da na ba 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 ma ya ra la wa sha ka sa hak cha so ha. Om ye dharma he do ba ba wa he de shan da da ga do haya wa da de shan ja yo nirodha ye wa de ma sharma na e so ha. So these all mantra syllables dissolve into our tongue. Ngaden dawa rimsho ala tim. The rosaries and the moon disk gradually melt, dissolving into the A. Teyan duje garmara nambara shu chala timbe nube dumden juro dage je wombo la deje bomba dembarash sigi sije tude ne simje tamje ndulwarsh dage sine jimembe dunde tamje ndubara shu. So we can see the English one. The rosaries and the moon disk gradually melt, dissolving into the letter A, which itself melts into white red nectar that dissolves into my tongue, endowing it with extraordinary powers. May my tongue possesses the strength and inspiration of the Sanghas. May the splendor and magic of the words conquer all sentient beings. Through any words I utter, may all purposes be accomplished. And now we have one mantra. This one is mantra for growth, or let's say the multiplier mantra. It multiplies your power, or power of your speech, etc. Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sara Mahazambahu Om Samara Samara Bimana Nazarama Zam Zawahu Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Zarama Zambahu Samara Smara Smara Bimana Nasakarama Zawahu Om Sambara Sambara Bimana Sarama Zambahu Samara Samara Bimana Sakarama Zawaho 3 times or 7 times. And this mantra is the mantra of the mala, which you recite the mantras, and to bless it you have to recite this one. Om Rujiramane Pravardhana Yeso Ha Om Rujiramane Pravardhana Yeso Om Rujiramane Pravardhana Danayesoha 3 times to bless your mala. Now we go to the actual practice. Actual practice begin with the invocation of the root master, or we call Tsave Lama, the main master. Paldene Tsave Lama Rinpoche Dagi Nyingara Beme Sundola Dewa Mebara Dabara Juneja Kusun Duge Jinje Labdo Sol. In English, glorious and precious root guru or master, within the lotus at the center of my heart, inseparably settled forever, with your holy body, speech and mind, please grant your blessings. So you have to determinedly invoke your master in your heart, or pray from your bottom of your heart, pray to your master. And here we have now the Ngondro Shijor. Ngondro Shijor ki ti mik ngawtön yungur pelwa chanjup nangje nurbi domeshu sos. In English it means torch of jewel which illuminate the enlightenment, a concise text for the recitation with visualizations for 4 preliminary practices. So there are 4 practices. So from here it begins the 4 main practices of Ngondro, or preliminary practice. And here also begins with the invocation prayer to the master, and Tri Ratnas, so on. Kargyud Rinpo Jela Ja Zelo Gewa Nijang Geze Zulu Ninje Ruba Samyen Be Shenden Zeba Lamesh Kuben Dudo Jinje Lo. In English, homage to precious Kargyud lineage. Buddha himself manifested in Bodhisattva's form. By immense play of compassion, reverend master has benefits others. I bow down to you, please grant your blessings. Now from here it really begins the 4 different practices. And here says, Tela Tomar Tejunyega so Luyud Seldabji Manes. In the beginning, remember the value of rare human body with freedom and endowment in your mind, and recite these lines. Tejoro dine shindo nyebara ka tare topdi tume midon vara jidem chawa gunla lodo de tamje zujen do vara jinje lo ngede lende lo lo me cheba be gunje zemden ganan de menjire jude langdora tashi cheba da korwara shinlo jawara jinje lo. So we begin with the English one. These freedoms and endowments are extremely rare to obtain. We should not waste this privilege and meaningless way. May we turn the mind from all worldly activities. May we practice in proper way. Grant your blessing. The cause and effect of virtue and sin are unfailing. The doer all ground mind, alaya, deposits all white and black karmas. We should be aware of the acceptance and rejection of actions from maturation. Grant your blessing so that we can create renunciation from samsara. So this one is the first one. Now second one is the refuge prayer and to cultivate the enlightened mind. Then visualize clearly the refuge tree or refuge tree and bodhicitta cultivation of the bodhicitta mind. Rangdu namgara serge saje duze gyaze Kardang yang begi baza jinjen jebe wenye do rinjen jebe ninde dende dingi den zawe lama zanje gwinje ngu lama dor jan jebe gengu zo gede lamara rabjam soje ngoro dundo jobden kolo dombala Bayen junde gengoro layen koro yeso aduwa sanje soje da Jabdu yumje damje lekbama zo yendo jere ziwa soje zoro janse nyende gende chembe kor Chozama bana jawe serge lo bao kando yeshe zomende Kyawe damje jimbo Now we go back to the English version. Yes, from here. Okay. Visualize golden ground in the sky in front of us. There is wide and clear, vast ocean of nectar in the middle part of it. There is a fully developed wish-granting tree in the center. In the center of it lies a precious throne with cushion of lotus, sun and moon. Is our root master, embodiment of all bodies. He is the form of Vajradhara with all ornaments of Buddhas, who is surrounded by countless lineage masters. Bhagavan Chakra Samvara is in front side, surrounded by countless mandala deities of tantras. In the right side, Shakyamuni Buddhas with retinue in right side, sacred Dhamma scriptures Prajana Paramita in the back side of the lineage tree. In the left side is Avalokiteshvara, surrounded by great Sangha of Bodhisattvas and Shravakas, the monks and nuns, in spheres of rainbow light in intermediate direction, are darkinis and wisdom protectors. All objects of refuge appear in the mass of clouds. So up to here is to visualize the lineage tree. And let's say to go for refuge to that lineage tree. From here it starts also the same prayer, the refuge prayer, and the cultivation of the bodhicitta. From here, the cultivation of bodhicitta. Dadan dayen ruwa damje ge gyabgun reza jeme geje je chunjo bardo gube gyabzo je lame janjo semjo ge bara ge. In English, I and all limitless beings, with the mind of resolution that there are no other refuge other than you, we respectfully go refuge until enlightenment. We arouse supreme and unsurpassable bodhicitta. Now here begins the let's say the refuge prayer again. This is very famous 4-line refuge prayers or refuge prayer. Visualize that infinite bodies emanated from you is prostrating together in front of the lineage tree. Okay. Ma namga da nyambe simjen tamje lama zanje jige ngola japso je wo. Ma namga da nyambe simjen tamje lama longje zobe ngola japso je wo. Ma namga da nyambe simjen tamje lama duje dube ngola japso je wo. Ma namga da nyambe simjen tamje lama sanje rimbo njela jazo nje wo. Now in English. All mother beings, limitless as the sky, take refuge to Guru Buddha Dhammakaya. All mother beings, limitless as the sky, we take refuge in Guru Sambhogakaya. All mother beings, limitless as the sky, we take refuge in compassionate Guru Nimanakaya. All mother beings, limitless as the sky, we take refuge in Guru Precious Buddha. So with these lines, at the same time, actually we make prostrations. And you can do this prayer many times, or at least 3 times. And here begins now, from here, the, let's say, 7 limb offering prayers. Chanze wadan jeje shakbadan jezo yera gujen zowa ye gewa jungse dage jezaba tamje zobe janjo chembro. So in English, prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, requesting and supplicating whatever little virtue is accumulated through these means, I dedicate it to attainment of perfect enlightenment. Now from here, this line starts the dissolution of the lineage tree. Whatever we have visualized, we have to dissolve it now with these lines. Dungye yedan zojen yegoro do uge lama zogoro la dende taya lama vejoran la de tuye yerme londo nyambara esha. It means the assembly of deities in front side dissolve from clockwise and dissolve in the masters in the center. Finally, master melts in light and dissolve in oneself, means on us. So you have to dissolve it one by one in the clockwise. Whatever you have visualized from front deities, then Buddhas, then the Prajanaparamita text, and then dissolve at last the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and the monks congregation, and all these dissolve into the master, and master dissolve into ourself. And now here begins the second main practice, which is the purification. Digdip Chongche Dorsem Gomde Vajrasattva meditation for the purification of bad karmas and obscurations. Rangi Jivora Begaran Dave De Hunle Doje Zemba Gudo Ngara Dode Jaje Yamjo Nyema Mar Jude Zinje Jamne Doje Jo Nigarinje Ruje Dajanze Tamye Yerme Zeve Nezondo Oma Hunze Tuso Ngaje Goro Endelen Duzen Jumban De Oma Benzara Zado Samaya Mano Balaya Benzara Zado Denoba Tishta Didro Mevawa Sudo Jayo Mevawa Subo Jayo Mevawa Anurado Mevawa Zarwazide Me Brayaza Sawa Karma Sujame Jidam Shireyam Guru Hung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Zarwa Dada Gada Banjara Me Munja Banjire Bawa Mahasamaya Sando. So in English, on the top of one's head is white lotus and moon is letter Hung on top of that, which transforms into white Vajra Sattva deity who holds Vajra and bell and embraces the red Vajra Yogini or Dojinyama Marmo, the consort. She is holding curved knife and kapala and sitting in Vajra posture. Both are adorned with ornaments of jewels and bone ornaments, young and beautiful, union of Samaya Sattva and Jana Sattva. So they are union in one. And from them, nectar descends from that, and from them flows the nectar on us and purifies our all bad karmas or negativities and all the obscurations that we have till now accumulated in our life and from our previous life. And recite this mantra, Vajrasattva. This is the long version of purification mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Mano Balaya Vajrasattva Denoba Tishta Didro Meba Va Sudo Shayo Meba Va Subo Shayo Meba Va Anurado Meba Va Sarvaside Me Prayaja Sawa Karma Suja Me Chidam Shreyam Guru Hung Ha 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 Hom Bhagavan Sarva Dada Gada Banjarama Me Muja Banjarimbawa Ma Samaya Sadhu. So until here you have to recite this mantra purification. When it flows into you and your mind, body and speech are completely purified with this nectar like liquid, or nectar like water flows into you, and this will wash away all our defilements. And here now it's prayer for let's say, or prayer on Vajrasattva, that we have what fellow we have done, just to confess it. Gombo andane meje mongba ye zawa yan la damje nyamja gu nungju shaso janje da bara zula nyeme woyon zedin nyambara sha. And here begins the English. Protector, by ignorance and stupidity, I have violated and broken all root and branches samayas, or the promises what I have made during the teachings. I regret and confess all these negativities. Please purify them. Be confident that no fault with you. Remain in equipoise. So Vajrasattva dissolves in you, and you remain in silence for a while. The third main practice is the mandala offering. Sonye Zoje Mende Gitilas, mandala offering for accumulating two types of merits or siddhis. Okay, starts here. Dungye namgara rinje rira de nazo bema dabje dewaru senge chide alama dorje jang kaju lama gunje nambe goro dabde lambe chide yidanzo lojo dede jila zanje gun Nobja maje chide domje zoe jangdo gaden jila jerese sojo engindu jembe goje ge parzama gunjaba ishe dagene suma damje malu ngejomba rube ngengoro chuye yuge me rube chuye me. So till here is the visualization part of the mandala offering. So we will begin the English version. There is precious Sumeru mountain in front of me. On the top of it is 4 petaled multicolored lotus. In the center is loin throne on which Guru Vajradhara is sitting, our master is sitting. He is surrounded by all the masters of Kargyud. In the front petal has an elephant throne with the deities. Sacred Dharma texts on the peacock throne on western side, or the rear side of the mandala. And Avalokiteshvara on Garuda throne on the northern side, surrounded by great assembly of bodhisattvas and bodhisattvanis and sanghas of monks and nuns. Intermediate in between all these lamas and deities, intermediate directions filled with wisdom dakinis. There are many angels and dakinis are surrounded, and protectors and oath-bound ones, all in pleasing mood. Means all the Dhamma protectors are in a very pleasant mood, standing there in front, and visualize, practice mandala with offering objects. So this one is the visualization part in front of you. Now there is a offering mandala. First here starts with Yana Dumba. Yana Dumba means offer 7-limb prayer. So first we will start with 7-limb prayer. That is what you are going to offer to all these congregation of the master and deities. Shingama jazo ndure dunye je sanje seje jajara vegala shinge dunye malur shinge dunye luraba tubayi kusuma gube chanzen chambara je rirava linje linde ninda jareje rinje na de derge bombe legande andale longe naze java gumbe na tuji jembe ngonde jene chabdo solo guru idamarana mandala kamnire yadaya me. If you could do this mudra, mandala mudra, you could also do with this keeping the mala in your hand. So in the English version, we have to read. This is now the offering mantra. The first one was the visualization. Now it's a really offering mantra. As many atoms as there are in the ocean of pure realms, to all suitable for prostrations, including Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, we manifest our bodies equal to particles in pure lands. We prostrate through 3 doors with respect and offer. 3 doors here means body, speech and mind. Sumeru, 4 continents, subcontinents, sun, moon, iron, mountains. These are all the planetaries that we have, and the star constellations and galaxies and so on. 7 jewels, treasures, ways filling with all precious objects, owns body, enjoyment or entertainment what we are having, all which appears and exists in our world. Please accept with great compassion and protect us. Guru idam radna mandala kamniryatayami. So this is the offering. Whatever you have or you possesses, offer it to Master. And here also we have the continuation of the offering. Deto demo doge guna be lunga yezo nyeje guntolo sha legze guna yeran drove gam nyangene meda denjo zewara ge gewala me chanjo chemboro ngo soje rande teme ngando sha. So this one is actually the dissolution part of the mandala offering or mandala object, and mandala, let's say, family. What you have visualized, you have to dissolve now. In English, we go for English. Okay, let's say attachment, anger, and stupidity, all the poisoning producing faults of body, speech, and mind, we confess all. We rejoice in all good activities. Please do not stay in nirvana. We dedicate merit for unsurpassable enlightenment. The refuge fields dissolve into oneself and rest in just meditative state. Now the last main practice or fourth practice is the visualization of Vajra Yogini or Vajra Varahi. Use yourself as a Vajra Varahi. Just for practice, you can just learn like this. After this, you actually have to receive the initiation of Vajra Varahi in order to practice it properly. Shiba Chilab Chubar Chabal Amenenjurni, fourth Guru Yoga for entering blessing. So this is the Guru Yoga, Lamenenjur in Tibetan. Ranye Jeze Nenjuro Maye Guru Selve Juro Chibe Ninde Den Jagun Lama Doje Sije Doje Siljen Ba Me Ba Chanye Doje Sunjo Doje Zi Gendang Chalu Zembe Yongzo Jen Dala Jebe Jere Zungara Yo Yeje Vezere Kajabarambara Shu. So this is the visualization part. You have to visualize in front of you your master and yourself as Vajravarahi. Visualize oneself in the form of Vajrayogini or Vajravarahi. There is lotus, sun and moon on the throne on the top of your head or in front. Vajradhara, embodiment of all Buddhas, reside there. Magnificent and radiating rays of compassion from body. Two hands holding Vajra and bell, representing a method as wisdom. Complete with all ornaments and dresses, adorned with major and minor marks of Buddhas, smiling and looking toward me happily. Light of wisdom pervading everywhere. So that means from the body of Vajradhara or our master in the form of Vajradhara radiates and it pervades all over the directions, 10 directions, and all are blessed. Here is now the lineage Lama's prayer, the lineage what we have, the Drukpa Kargyud lineage master's prayer. It's also the short or medium version, not short but medium version. Okay, let's start. Rigye wanjo dorje zen dido yaja bada chege alonje doba ge dage nimbe dondons yelong soze padro ba bema doje zamba ja venda jeno nimeze dage nimbe dondons zenge jera beja ba juzum gonga doremba Lode kenze dodenge dage nimbe dondons lojo namje nenjero ba yewa wanda ruba je chugi dhaba yabzenge dage nimbe dondons yewa namje tuje ne taja namda dujo ba jize lama begaraze dage nimbe dondons rinje beza laze wo zobe zanje baza wo chadro nurbo yabzenge dage nimbe dondons tujho jize ran reja sije zuje meba wa jamya jile rabdenge dage nimbe dondons chedan yeshe bamebe wanjo rije Chabda je ije nurbo jela me dage nimbe dondons tambe gunge jezo je janjo jebe lazan je kaje jinle jindende dage nimbe dondons dewa jimbe ranjengo denjo jile yerbeda mewa jege nangwa ye dage nimbe dondons jambe yeje ndubada meba dembe nimeja ngedun chige jazo ye dage nimbe dondons denjo jeje ninjembe mebam yeje nangwa dogam dembe nima ye dage nimbe dondons Trube Wanjo Shaja Shire Nyawa Mewa Jejewa Jese Pajo Dorje Ye Dage Nimbe Dondonzo Tuje Bema Juje Nyawa Jele Wangboda Denjo Meba Jeju Dage Nimbe Dondonzo Jizo Ninde Dendendo Seje Sanje Denzebe Chinjen Zawe Lamaye Dagi Nimbe Dendonzo. So these are the chains of Drukpa Kargyud lamas who hold this Drukpa Kargyud lineage teachings and practices, and who gave it since last 800 years, passing it to one master to other master. So this lineage is not broken, it's continuing till today. So that's the amazing thing, or the wonderful. Our lineage is not broken, it's continuing, and it's pure, it remains pure like a gold. So you have to pray on them or invoke them in order to receive the fully blessing. So all the blessings are coming from our masters. So these are so-called the direct lineage, or the let's say direct blessing. Okay, now in English we have here, if you want to do in detail, recite this lineage prayer. O Vajradhara, Lord of the 100 families, O crusher of sesame seeds, Tilopa, Naropa, Dhammamati or Marpa, Milarepa, and his disciple Gampopa. Sorry. Until here, we have to say, grant me insight into the nature of reality in order to see my own nature. O monk Gampopa, Pamotupa, O Pema Dorje, O Lord Sangpa Gyare, Master Önre, Master Shunu Senge, Master Nyima Senge, grant me insight into the nature of reality. Master Senge Sherab, Master Pekyapa, Master Chusumpa Senge Gyalbo, Master Kunga Senge, Master Dojirinjen, Master Lodu Senge Kenze Togden, grant me insight into the nature of reality, to see my own nature. Master Lodu Chogden, Master Namgen Enjor, Master Gyawang Kunga Beljor, Master Lord Drukpa, Master Chogitakpa and his son, grant me insight into the nature of reality. Compassionate and victorious one is bestowed impartially amongst all beings, Lord Pema Kapo, who holds the white lotus, grant me insight into the nature of reality, to see my own nature of mind. Master Rinche Pelsa, Master Lhatsewa, Perfect Buddha, Master Paksam Wangbo, Master Chagdo Nobu and son, grant me insight into the nature of reality. Master Rangrireba, the greatest yogi of Tibet, Master Gyawang Mipam Wangbo, the sixth Gyawang Drukpa, crown ornament of samsara and nirvana, Master Jamyang Chinle Rapten, grant me insight into the nature of reality. Immeasurable life and wisdom, great all-powerful Lord of 100 families, Lord Tsewang Nobu, who grants wishes, grant me insight into the nature of reality. held in the grace of the Holy Protector. Supreme Heart, whose conduct is that of a Bodhisattva, O Yawa Kajutinleshingta, the seventh Yawan Drukpa, grant me insight into the nature of reality. Body with nature of great bliss, supreme guide, Tile Arpel, Master Mebam Chuginawa, the eighth Yawan Drukpa, grant me insight into the nature of reality. O Jambal Ishe Drukpa, the Yongzin Master Mipam Tembe Nima, the Master Mipam Tembe Nima, Master Ngedin Chugi Gyadzo, grant me insight into the nature of reality. O Supreme Guide, glorious Chuki Nyingje, Master Mipam Yishin Nawa, Master Kamtul Tempe Nima, grant me insight into the nature of reality. The Lord of Siddhas, Shakyashiri, Gyalwang Mipam Chugi Wangchuk, Master Gyalse Pacho Dorje, grant me insight into the nature of reality. Master Trushik Pema Chugil, Gyawang Gelek Wangbo, Supreme Guide Mipam Shedup, Mipam Shedup. So this one is the 11th Gyalwang Drukpa. Grant me insight into the nature of reality. Above all my head on sun and moon disk, you who offer enlightenment in one life, benevolent truth master, grant me insight into the nature of reality. This means the last one is the 12th Gyalwang Drukpa. So in 12th Gyalwang Drukpa, all the masters who are in a line of story from paradise until on my crown head or crown chakra, these masters we have to visualize, and these all one by one, the uppermost master in the form of Vajradhara dissolve into Tilopa dissolves into Naropa dissolves into, so like that until the 12th Gyalwang Drukpa in or on our let's say crown head, and he dissolves into us. Before he dissolves, we have to make some prayers, and this one is the prayer, 4-line prayer, which is very famous. Let's say invocation to the master. You have to make it with determined and dedication. Sangye Gundu Sangye Gundu Lama Rinpoche, Damje Gundu Lama Rinpoche, Gundu Jenjo Rinpoche, Sasum Gundu Jenjo Njabola, Sowan Devzo Duje Jengezi, Mebelula, Mebebola, Tada Jinjelo, Gabgareza Jena Majebe, Tabara Duje Dazo Jando. So these lines you have to repeat it 2, 3 or 100 times, so on. Okay, so this one Sangye Kundu Lama Rinpoche, and this one you have to repeat it 3 or 4 times. So today we don't have much time, so we leave it. And now the last here one is to dissolve the Vajradhara master as Vajradhara on our top of our head. It dissolves into us. Or first we have to receive from him 4 empowerments: body, speech, mind, and abdomen. So we have to, or let's say we call it word empowerment. So these 4 empowerment we have to receive. Okay. Dipshe daje guje ngondro je lama rande erme nyambara ja. In English, from the 4 places or points of the master, light radiates and dissolves into my 4 places. That means white and red, blue and green lights come from master's 4 points and enters into our 4 points. By these 4 lights, all the obscurations are purified, or the defilements are purified, and 4 bodies are manifested, or the 4 blessings are, let's say, come into us, or 4 blessings poured into us. Okay, and master and myself merge into one, and into oneness, one union, and we dissolve everything and stay for a while in a meditative state. So you can stay 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes or more. Okay, now the conclusion. The conclusion is the always the, let's say, the dedication prayer. Dedicate all the merits whatever we have accumulated. Gewande nyodo da balde lama dujuro ne doa jija maleba chije salang barai. In English, by these virtuous acts may I swiftly realize the glorious Master. May all beings without exception be established in this realization. Now the other dedication prayer from here, Kewa Kuntu. Kewa Kuntu Yanda Lama Dan Deme Chuje Bela Longje Sodan Lamje Yende Rabzo Nen Dorje Chanje Goba Nyudo Sho. In English, through all my births may I not be separated from perfect Master, and so enjoy the glorious Dhamma. Accomplishing the good qualities of the path and the stages, may I quickly attain the stage of Vajradhara. Here, from here it begins really the dedication. Jambe Mbawe Jidara Jamba Da Kundu Zambo Deya Dijen De Deda Gunje Jazo Dalo Jewa Deda Damje Rabdo Ngo. In English, as the hero Manjushri knows, or the Lord Manjushri knows, likewise does Samandabhadra, the Bodhisattva. I follow all of them and I dedicate all my virtues for sentient beings to get enlightenment. Father, tu so je be jawa damje je ngowa gangla jodo ngaba de da je je zawa digun sambo je je rabdo ngora gi. By the victorious ones who appear in the 3 times, with dedications praised as supreme, I dedicate all my roots of virtues or accumulations towards excellent conduct. So that means I dedicate all whatever I have accumulated to get the enlightenment for all sentient beings. And here now extra prayers of Gyalwa Gyaltsangpa, Master Gyaltsangpa, aspiration prayer of Gyalwa Gyaltsangpa. This one is very useful when you sometime recite it. Dashen dam je ye du zum do sabe geve zawala tene namga da nyambe simje dam je du zon sanje tam jige go zon do yende jile da kutse shin kam zeba tam je da da nye do nyambara njuro je. So you can pray this sometime of 3 times every day. In English, by depending on the root of virtue accumulated by me and all sentient beings of 3 times, may all the body, speech, mind, quality and activities of Buddhas of 3 times and all mother sentient beings be equal right now. So it means whatever we have done, whatever we have practiced, may we become same as the enlightened ones, bodhisattvas and all other enlighteneds. And this one is the last, let's say, bodhicitta prayer or enlightened prayer. Chanju simjo rimbo je moje banam je yoro je geba nyamba meba kone gondo bewara sho. May the supreme and precious mind of enlightenment arise in those in whom it has not arisen, where it has arisen, or to whom it may arisen, may it never go in vain or go to decline, but increase further and further. That means the bodhicitta or the enlightened mind may increase. And from here we have one other prayer. Kunzan doje janje menje ne dinjen zawe lama yinje gi dowe dundo mela kanda deda damje dage ndubara shu. So from the great Samantabhadra Vajradhara down until our kind root master, may the aspiration made for the benefit of beings be fulfilled by myself, by the blessing of 3 kayas or Buddhas, by the blessing, so we have to read it first. We have until here, be fulfilled by myself. That means all the promises and the actions, whatever the Samantabhadra Buddhas and Vajradharas have done, I may also, let's say, contribute same as them. Meaning, Sanje gozo nyebe jinla dan chunye mejoro dembe jinla gende meje dembe jinla je chidara melam dabje dubara sho. So, by the blessing of 3 Kaya Buddhas, by the blessing of truth of unchanging suchness, by the blessing of united Sangha, may all the aspirations should be fulfilled as we wish. Kyawara dambe chola nendeng ye janjo jembe salama jembar pajen duje yule gyawat nyamdo kondo bewe dashi sho. The auspicious prayer. Through consistent practice of holy Dharma throughout lifetimes, until I reach the state of great enlightenment, may I be victorious in the battle with the 4 obstructive maras. Maras are disturbing, so I want to destroy them. And may auspicious signs come to show through increasing experience and realization on spiritual path. Now here the also auspicious prayer. Mijuro lombo goye dashish yanla duju sunje dashish tade jime duye dashish yewe gozon duye dashish. In English, may it be auspicious due to body like unchanging Sumeru mountain. May it be auspicious due to speech with 60 branches, melodious sounds of Buddha. May it be auspicious due to stainless mind free from extremes. May it be auspicious due to body, speech, and mind, free from extremities or extremes. So with that, we have finished complete Ngondro Drukpa Kargyud Ngondro practice, or the middle version, and I hope you also learn with this video further, and you can have or order from us text, and you can also practice by yourself at home. And I hope you will do this practice at home, and you will let's say gain more experience in the spiritual inner journey. Thank you.